So our next award tonight is a prestigious 2026 Forbes Women Africa Social Impact Award, proudly brought to you by McDonald's, South Africa. Yes, let me give you a chance to shine. This award honors a public servant who, through her dedication and work, has made a remarkable difference, creating sustainable impact and meaningful change in the lives of the people she serves.
The Forbes Women Africa Social Impact Award honors someone who's making a sizable or measurable difference in her community or country. And this award seeks primarily to identify and recognize an individual for their unique contribution to national development, be it through civil work, healthcare, science, or even art.
And the winner of the 2026 Forbes Women Africa Social Impact Award is Dr. Auma Obama.
The 2026 Forbes Women Africa Social Impact Award. Dr. Auma Obama receives the 2026 Forbes Women Africa Social Impact Award for her extraordinary dedication to empowering disadvantaged youth through the Sauti Foundation. Through her pioneering work, she has helped young people unlock their potential and become active agents of change in their communities. A global advocate for sustainable development and social justice, Kenyan British activist, author, and humanitarian leader, Dr. Obama continues to inspire action and opportunity for the next generation.
Thank you so much for this award and for recognizing my work. Ladies, either I didn't get the memo, I'm just being so African, I couldn't help but dress up. I'm sorry. I didn't do the sneakers. It was an opportunity to shine for you. I do have a few words, if I may, because it's very important to me when I am allowed to be at such places to bring across the message of my work. My foundation is called Sauti Foundation. Sauti means powerful voices in Kiswahili, and we've heard it again and again being mentioned how women should have powerful voices. So I think I got that one right, powerful voices. We work in the rural area, which is quite neglected in Western Kenya, because most organizations work in the cities, in the urban area. So I think I got that one right too. We work in education, personality development, income generation, and we create spaces, safe spaces, infrastructure, so young people can realize their potential to improve their lives. But most importantly of all, and this is my message to all of you, and it's really important to me, I want to talk here with us women, us exceptional women, we've heard that again and again, innovators, creative women, people who imagine the impossible and do the impossible. I applaud you all, phenomenal women. But, there's always a but, unfortunately. I want to talk about our children, in particular, the African children. I want to talk about our education. It was mentioned this afternoon. I believe that we've taken our eye off the ball, if ever we had our eye on the ball at all. We have accepted as normal a system that kills innovation, kills creativity, kills imagination in the name of directed and controlled performance. I apologize if already I'm offending some people who celebrate education in a general way, because I vouch for quality education. On the continent, the education is education that if you do not adhere to the standards and the conditions that are set for you, especially in the rural area, you get punished by bad grades, by shame, and by degradation. More often than not, one is punished for being spirited, creative, innovative, for imagining the impossible, exactly what we talked about here, especially if all of the above exceeds the capabilities of those adults, please mark my word, of those adults who have custody over us, who teach us, who bring us up. The children I work with get beaten for telling the teacher, "Teacher, could it possibly be like this and that?" They get beaten for questioning authority. I know how that is. I know what that feels like because I was one of them. I was one of these children. In many cases, the punishment is threefold: mental, physical, and worst of all, in the affirmation by parents, guardians, and those who teach us that the system is always right. And so we give them license to quash the spirit, creativity, and imagination and innovation that we're talking about in this room. Survival means just do as you are told. Children made ready to accept and serve an oppressive system of perpetual conflict and competition. Much easier to break a child who will then, as an adult, tell their offspring, because they, as adults, have learned only that, tell their own children to just do as they're told. If indeed the crushed mindset of defeated children is what we are nurturing, we must not be surprised that that is what molds our systems, that steals our languages, our culture and identity, and worst of all, our humanity. Let us not talk about generational trauma, because that is something that people throw around. Let us talk about continuous generational abuse through mental assault and manipulation. It sounds really dramatic, but that is the reality. Look back at school. Which one of you really enjoyed school? You worked really hard, but did you really enjoy it? It starts with our children, how we treat them, how we teach them, how we bring them up. It is about quality education, not just education. Please, people, do not just talk about getting an education. Talk about getting quality education. Demand quality education. Education cannot be random. We cannot bring up our children randomly. We cannot leave it to the state. No offense to our leaders. And we cannot leave it to chance. It has to be deliberate, with an aim toward creating a better human and better systems for humanity. Now more than ever, we were all children once, which means it starts with us. Know that it is possible for us to pass through this earth. Know that it is impossible, for us to pass through this earth without leaving a mark. Do not let that mark be random. Think about humanity, and many of us here are mothers, so we must think about the children. We must think about, and that is my message especially to this room, let us stop talking about we want to lift the Vivians of this world up and bring them to a level where they can now sit at the table with us here. Or we want to lift another young person out of poverty, or another woman out of poverty, so she can sit with us here. That is not the direction to go. The direction to go is we need to come down to where Vivian was, or where this woman was, and make sure that everybody has a chance. Because all we are doing, otherwise, is creating a Noah's Ark, where the others are drowning, and a few get picked and get onto the ark with us and are survivors. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? We are exclusive, we are elite here. But we are not going to change anything if we don't stop saying, listen, we're going to lift you out of poverty and bring you to us. We need to change the systems. Challenge your governments. Challenge the system, because when they join us, we are confirming the status quo, which means that now a Vivian, sorry Vivian that I have to use you as an example, will, when she is ill, be able to afford to go abroad for healthcare. When she has children, she'll be able to put them in private schools. But what happens to the Wambois and the Njeris and the Kamaus and all those who are poor, who cannot afford that? The idea is not to lift them out of poverty. It is to eradicate poverty. It is to move poverty out of that space. And this is where we challenge the system, challenge your leaders. We should not be moving them to us. We should be moving towards them. Downward climb to break the status quo. I repeat, know that it is impossible for us to pass through the earth without leaving a mark. Do not let that mark be random. Think about humanity. Think about your children. Think about that mark that you want to leave. Thank you.